Welcome back, everybody, to the final match of Day 2 of the 2025 Pan American Open Snooker Championship here at the Arian Snooker Club in Sacramento, California. David Burney's in the booth. Hassanine Alsantani, strong player, taking up the Brazilian Lawrence Barbosa. Best of 5. Here we go. Chat is open. If you have any comments or questions, any support you want to give to Hassanine or Lawrence, pretty sure they'll hear it.
He's a freelance, so he doesn't want to go back. He wants to go to dinner with us.
Oh, Lawrence is in first. Got an open red on the right side of the pack. Oh, just carefully, almost went in off. This might just well end a break here. Lawrence has defeated 3-0 in his first match. Hassanine is definitely a strong player. We know we've seen him in multiple events, U.S. Nationals. He was in this event last year, and I believe all the way up to the quarterfinals. So, don't know much about the Brazilian, but feel like if the odds maker probably might have Hassanine as the favorite. Just Lawrence waiting for his fellow countryman Julio Cesar Moss. Can't ask for a better safety than that. He's got the snooker behind the green. Lots of reds on the table, so Hassanine should be able to hit a red. It's just where his cue ball will be in relation to the red balls. Thin cut on this black. Thinner one there. Yeah, I don't blame him for running and hiding. Just really doesn't have a color after this. We see a little bit of this tactical side to start off the frames. Just either player trying to force their opponent to make a mistake. Hassan just going to have a look. Not really liking his options, so he'll put him back. Thanks, Danny Bro, 147 Sport. There's some really good stuff here. It's been a fantastic tournament. Well, it's going to be a lot of balls to replace. Hassan does have some reds open, so this isn't going to go back. Yeah, with these reds open, if he can get the pink back on its spot, black's a little tough out of commission. Also has the blue, so this is a good opportunity, knowing Hassan's skill. This one could be done and dusted. It's framed pretty quickly. They're just having a discussion on the scoreboard. That's I can delicately draw back after this red into the left middle, beyond the pink into the left top corner. He's mapping out his path here because lots of cherries to pluck off the tree here. Oh, and that pink's gone down. I don't know why he hit that so hard. It just felt like a delicate screw back, and he's on the pink. Where was he planning on being? He was playing for the red or the black. Not sure, but Barbosa has a cut to the right middle. Ooh, the horns. Look up for any results. You can check out Cloud Snooker, cloudsnooker.com. All the results of today and yesterday and the standings, how your favorite player looks. First half of the groups have already been completed, and we'll be finishing the group stage tomorrow. Our last batch of matches will be at 12 p.m. Pacific. We'll start the day off at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. So 2 batches of round robin matches, and then after that, get into the knockout phase. I guess maybe on that red And I wanted to get the black. I don't know that pink is right down with all these reds, so it's not a bad second place. And come on Saturday, we'll have the Sweet 16 and the quarterfinals, leading up to Championship Sunday with the semifinals and finals to find out who is going to get that elusive 2-year card. All these players' dreams. Some have been shattered already as they're out of the tournament. Some are still alive. That's 9 with a slim 19-10 advantage in this first frame. Black's really out of commission, so it's probably going to be dancing around the pink a lot. Hopefully it can stay down at this end of the table. See, both players would like to get in and score heavily. Thin cut here for Barbosa. And then nicely to that red to hold for the pink. The opposite pocket. I'd like to come up higher on that pink. Is he going to take this pink to the green pocket? A lot of distance to cover there. He's electing for the middle. Oh, nice effort there by Sanine. Just a bit too much pace. Oh, what an effort there by Hassanine, trying to get that right into the right middle. Left a couple long reds. One red into the top right. As you can see, in the middle of those two reds, looks like that's the one he's going for. Wiggled way in there. Found the bottom of the pocket. Don't mind Hassanine just leaving that brown there just in case. Looks like he's going to be able to roll this through and be on the blue. He'd love to get up onto the pink. Get it back down to its spot, as there's a lot of reds around there. Got a mid-range red here. And he does have some angle. Yeah, Hassanine, quite a proficient long potter. Got a double here. Now the black might slide along this cushion, go by the yellow into that pocket, but position on the next red is going to be tough. But he's accumulating points nicely. Breaks down on 35, but does have a 54 to 18 advantage in this first frame. 51 points on the table. 36 in it, I should say. Oh, that almost went in off. Lawrence Barbosa. Dangerous little shot there. Looks like the long red is on for Hassanine. Just wiggled out. player. We do have some great fans from Brazil tuning in, but my Portuguese is not the greatest. But I do have a little translator on, so any comments that come through Portuguese, I'll be able to read them in English. Eu não falo português. I know a few words. Boa tarde to everyone out there. This line just needs one more red. He's got a 39-point advantage. There's 43 on the table. Nice shot by Lawrence. That's going to pop up. I think Hassanai's at least going to give this thing cut a chance, knowing that the frame is at its mercy. Just needs that. Oh, no, just going to run and hide off this red. Whew, just missed the blue. And I would like a few more rotations on the cue ball to get behind that yellow. Maybe a double here. Have the double. Oh, tried desperately. I'm amazed that it didn't go in, but should be that's a nice frame ball here. Just needs to delicately roll it in. It'll be on the blue. It's a good angle on the blue to be on this last red. Don't think Hassanai's going to be coming back to the table. Frames that is Mercy. Mercy. And when that's the case, these pockets just open up and look like buckets. You know, the pressure's off. The tension on the back arm is a lot looser than it is in the beginning stage of the frame, but that green is not really going to do it. So Lawrence Barbosa concedes in that first frame. Hassanin Al-Santani takes the first frame of this best of 5 match, and we'll be right back with frame 2. Ooh. That's a first on the TV table. Lawrence Bambosa aeromails the break shot. But if you're going to give your opponent 4 points, this usually is the best time to do it. That's very nicely done by Hassanin. Opponent in the snooker. This might be really costly. Ooh, it misses. Hit the black. And he just doesn't like it, but had a good think about it. Didn't, immediately put his opponent back. That's a much better attempt there. And he doesn't have the path there. It's about this red that's out in the open. Be a long red on here for Hassanin. It's there. Now let's see what he can do with this. Good angle to just open up these reds. As there's a red open just above the black. Could have done with a bit better of a spread, that's for sure. So that's a thin, tough cut. Yeah. Not going to take it on. Oh. Here. Just a complete deceleration coming through. Let's see. So a lot of balls are getting pushed up to the bulk area. As Billy looks like he can take this red to the yellow pocket. Gave it a shot. Yeah. That red below. The pink is blocking the other red to go into the left middle. S9 does have a red into the right middle. Looks like that same red might pot in line to the green pocket. Just looks a little messy over there. Don't think if anything really goes around that green. This red. Pot was there. It's again long red. S9 not interested in it. Yeah, S9's just like a snake, just slowly coiling around, and then when he sees the opportunity, he's going to attack. So let's see what he can do here. Thought it might go, but definitely has this lazy red, but just kind of queuing by that red makes it a little bit annoying. So going back to plan A. Just rattle there in the jaws. Maybe we should come back to plan B, but it looks like that red has come down. Block the pathway for Barbosa's cue ball to hit that red near the right middle. Kind of a little jabby motion there, actually. Just noticed that Lawrence has. Try for the double. Unsuccessful. Thin cut here. Nice opportunity for Hassanin. Extend his lead, maybe even take the apologize if the stream is a little glitchy on your end. Just seeing some of our Wi-Fi speed might not be up to snuff. Looks like it's coming on a little bit better. Red not able to find the bottom of the pocket, but it's a 9 with a 44-point advantage. The second frame. Looks like some results are coming in pretty quick. Head over to cloudsnooker.com. That's cloudsnooker.com if you want some results. It looks like Levi Myler has beaten Voom Voom Varun. This nine has a couple long reds. Got this one by the yellow into its own pocket, one to the green pocket. All these have a little bit of difficulty to them. That's a nine. Just it's tough when a player can pot the long pots like he does. Yeah, Hassan will be happy to leave all the red balls down here as the black is deep near its spot but not on it. Pretty much needs any color and another red. There was another red out there, so he needs red. Color red. He's going to block the path for the pink there. So it's a big shot here. Back on another red. Taking the blue. match long. S9 really enjoying those long pots. He gets it right in the middle of the pocket. He's got to be a pretty big favorite. Take a color. Another red and another color should be done for the second frame. Red definitely thought about it, but he's got a green, the top right corner. Kind of hold right there, and I'll have the red into the yellow pocket. Pretty as a picture. There's potential for a half century here, but he will definitely be content with at least a frame victory. Now he can relax. Let's see if he can collect at least 27 more points to give him a half century in this match. Always kick that out. He got it just enough. Very nice. Great chance here now for Hassanine. Yellow and brown are kind of tight together. Hassanine got this second frame. Not sure what he's going to be able to do here. That's what he's mapping out. How can I get this yellow? Get onto the green. Oh, he wanted that, but that's a concession there. So Hassanine Al-Santani takes that second frame, 76-1. He's got a commanding 2-frame advantage over Lawrence Barbosa. Barbosa needs to at least get a frame on the board to make him feel like he's in the match. He might get whitewashed. We'll see what happens when we come back with frame 3. Hassanine Al-Santani getting us going in the third frame, breaking off. He's left a few long reds for Lawrence. I'd say if it was Hassanine at the table, probably one of these long reds would definitely go in. Barbosa has gifted him a mid-range red there. just a little straight. Wonder if that. I don't think that black goes by that red. Yeah, he's got to avoid the bulk colors here off this blue. This could be exciting. Looks like there's a plant there. I think he's just going to run and hide up into the bulk. He's breaking down on 12. He's got a great cue ball up tight to that bulk cushion. Barbosa just need to take a couple deep breaths. Focus. Just make sure of his safety. Yeah, he's got a good cue ball. He's got an upside down snooker there. Oh, as he baited Barbosa. Take a long look at these reds. Part of his pink is relatively safe on the right side. Black's tied up by a red. Wow. Great long pot there. And he's in again. Just wrong side of the blue. Got to go in and out of bulk, but there's open reds. Gonna have a bit of luck. Ooh. Didn't get the blue. Barbosa's got the path here. He can just roll this in. It's going to be a tough black. Like Danny Pro 147 Sport. Showing some American pride. Cheering on Hassanin, who makes his residence here in Sacramento. Originally from Iraq. Fun little story. Him and Renat Danka played way back in Iraq, then kind of lost touch with each other, and then rekindled the relationship as they found each other at these snooker events in America. Ooh. Lawrence needs to really put a hefty break in when he gets his chance. He's up against a fierce competitor here in Hassanine, long black red. Oh, and the blue just drops in after that red. It's always a tough pill to swallow. Well, 13 apiece here in this third frame. The Brazilian Lawrence Barbosa needs this one. And I think he's lost his first match, so that's not looking good for him. He's going to have probably if he loses this, he goes 0-2. He's just going to try and play spoiler tomorrow in his last match. But if he went 1-1, may not have the greatest of sleeps. Just going to be a nervy. He knows he's got a big match, but he does have an uphill battle. Down 2-0. Hassanine has really been potting well from distance. Definitely we see with players, they do get in rhythm. Maybe Barbosa just not, just gifting easy chances to Hassanine. He's just lost a bit of that rhythm. It's a tough red, obviously into the right middle, but it's a shot he needed to get. Fortunate enough, he hasn't really sold out too much. There is red on the left side. Always got some mid-range reds here. Looks available. This is a definite chance for Hassanine to really put some points on the board. And tough red. Barbosa line up this long pot. Red. He's got it. Look out for his cue ball. Oh, that's when he's making a nice long red in. Maybe the tie could turn. He goes in off. So in that case, reds don't come back up. If you go in off on a color, the color does come up, even if you're on that color when we come to the clearances. It's just the color balls left. If you were on the yellow and you went in off after pocketing the yellow, both balls would return to the table. Yeah, feeling it's going to be curtains for the Brazilian here. Asinine might not take it right here in this visit to the table, but it definitely has felt like a one-sided affair. But appreciate Lawrence coming all the way up from Brazil. Maybe you can just have a small little victory. Get a one-match win tomorrow. Just maybe even a frame. I know he's got shut out in his first match. It looks like he's going to get shut out in this match. Maybe a bit more power and he would have had the quadruple. Definitely the double is going to be tough. Same with the treble. Yeah, so it doesn't have the path there. Oh, that's a nice red there. Nicely to open them up has given him a chance for a red. Top right, he might take this yellow, or green I should say, all the way down into the top left. There he maybe going over into the left middle. This red is his frame ball. This is good stuff by Asinine Santani. It's got the potential definitely for a half century. He's definitely got in his hometown, he's definitely got to be, player to be reckoned with. Always able to sleep in his own bed. It's a comfort level, he can control that atmosphere. Sometimes hotel living can be tricky. We are going to be coming back tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. It's looking like our featured match is going to be Andy McCluskey, reigning Seattle Snooker Open champion, going against the 2023 U.S. National Champion Darren Taylor. So handshakes, there we are. A whitewash victory for Hassanein Al-Santani here at day 2 of the 2025 Pan American Open Snooker Championship. We hope you enjoyed all the moving and shaking. Really appreciate everyone tuning in, giving their thoughts, asking their questions. It's been a fun day. It's going to continue. The round robin will come to a close tomorrow. We'll get into the first stage of the knockout round. That's when things get interesting, as one person will be taking the 2-year card home with them at the end of Sunday, and $8,000. So the excitement is just beginning here in Sacramento. I'm getting excited and tongue-tied. So it's David Burney saying good night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time.